Hello again, and welcome back to an episode of the Zed Teachings. This is number 21. By the way, if you wonder why I refer to the number we've reached, it's because I'm aiming to present the various concepts like building blocks, first creating a base and then laying the blocks of understanding one upon another. The structure you build will, of course, be entirely your own, and you can carry out renovations or extensions at any time. But like a booklet of assembly instructions, if you have a new piece of equipment, there's no point in starting at the back where it says, check that wiggler A is fully engaged at point C, if you don't know what a wiggler is. So numbering also helps us to refer back to a particular subject because, like I said in the last episode, things need chewing over more than once if they're to be fully absorbed. And incidentally, episode 16 has a particular relevance to what I'm going to offer now. So let's make a start. These early words from Zed made a big impact on me. He said, the teachings will be simple to understand, but they will take a lifetime to execute. Simple doesn't mean without depth, of course, but rather uncomplicated. Zed put it this way. What we say is quite simple to understand. It is only man that builds complexities into these things. Why should he need to conjure these complexities in his mind? Could it be because he has difficulty in comprehending the infinity of the university, that he could not believe that it has not just simple truths as its sole basis? A man today has no difficulty in understanding the complexity of a television set. But if he'd shown such a simple tool to his forefathers, they would have gone quite mad, would they not? So, as knowledge progresses, try and understand it from its simplicity, and let not conjecture complicate it, and at times even put it into the realms of fantasy. So, to echo more of his words, it's time for us all, now to move on, to see the real nature of the universe and how we are part of it. That is what we're going to look at now. In terms of evolution, it was not so long ago that the accepted thought was that the Earth was flat, and if a ship was foolish enough to sail as far as the horizon, it would fall in over the edge into some sort of void, I suppose. Fortunately, Homo sapiens is equipped with an insatiable curiosity. And so a wider understanding of the planet and its laws grows. We can fast forward now to this age of Earth's space exploration, where science is king. But as I've quoted before, science assumes it makes great discoveries, but it does nothing of the sort. It just becomes a bit more aware of what the universe knew already. Ignorance itself is nothing to be ashamed of, because we're all ignorant to some degree, and accepting our ignorance, our not knowing, is the starting point for endless discoveries. For on the scales of life, ignorance is at one end and awareness is on the other. And ultimately, that awareness is the awareness of truth, the truth that lies within us. Moving up that scale is why we're here. So, you might ask, if we already have within us ultimate knowledge, that must contain all knowledge of technology and science. We must hold within us the very understandings of the universe itself. But our earthly minds could not cope with such knowledge. Here's what Zed said about it. Let us look at philosophy as an example. If we go back to the days of your Isaac Newton, philosophy was within the ability of the individual. It was easy for the mind to accumulate the total availability of science at that time of your development. Such is not true today. A great mind can now spend a lifetime researching just one aspect, one minute part of total scientific knowledge. So now you see the wisdom of reincarnation, for it allows many lifetimes of experience to be fed through to the higher self and raises surely for analysis questions of how one individual in one lifetime can succeed in accumulating all the experience he or she needs. Mankind must now see the great opportunities open to him, for you all really and truly are children of the universe. It is time to see your role not in sectarian interests, narrowness of mind in the little world around you, for you are all in excess of level 3, and you are truly part of universal experience. So to recap, on planets of experience, when certain animal life has developed to a sufficient level, dimension, frequency, highly developed animals, such as Homo sapiens, become beings of universal experience. By this we mean that the higher selves no longer rest with one particular planet in reincarnation, but move and experience as wide as the universe itself. Are you now, I hope, beginning to understand the enormity of what we say? Why, at level 3, you leave behind all except love and awareness. Such beings are still within the law of karma, but karma operates not only on this, but on all planets, as it does throughout the universe. So the higher self chooses not only the time and circumstances of incarnation, but also the planet of experience. He goes on to say, this planet is young. And Homo sapiens has only been here a few moments in the time of the universe. It is understandable, therefore, to realize that other planets may be and are much more evolved, supporting life with a higher awareness than exists here. Well, that's certainly something to think about, isn't it? I will end with these salutary words from this universal, loving source. On the planets of experience, few seem to possess the qualities of Homo sapiens and his desire to destroy himself and the life around him. How can intelligent and hopefully civilized beings resort in a very short period of time to killing its fellow beings without compassion or love? I leave you with that question and hope to see you next time. Meanwhile, how are you getting on with your meditation practice? Goodbye.